Howdy everybody, Thomas here. If you own a sawmill, you're inevitably going to have a lot of wood to burn. This is a typical weekly event here, so it also helps keep away all the bugs and whatnot, and gives you a lot of leftover nitrogen and stuff to put back into the soil. So always have a good place close to the sawmill where you can burn. But today's video we're going to talk about the building in the back. If you've been keeping up with some of my videos, this building it's kind of something I'm doing on the side when I'm working on some other projects and everything, but making some really good headway on this building. And just if you haven't seen it, the opening span here where I'm going to be loading the logs is 22 foot from inside to inside of these telephone poles. Got the 6 telephone poles in the ground here. The one on the back, the telephone pole next to the ladder, is split down the middle between that opening of 17.5 foot on either side. And then I have, like, getting on the front side, I've got again a 22 foot bay here and a 12 foot bay there. And then I guess the width where I'll be able to actually have the sawmill and everything is 12 feet. So I have ample room to maneuver around, drive the sawmill in and out, drive the tractor in and out. Up on top there, in order to save some weight, so all my rafters going from front to back and everything, there's a 1 foot slope on there, but all the rafters are white oak. And my purlin pieces, if you want to call them that, the majority of them, with the exception of the purlin pieces right here on this longest span, when I'm talking about purlin pieces, I'm talking about those little, right there, yeah. So the ones here in the center are actually poplar in order to save some weight, whereas everything else is white oak. The dimensions are 1.5 inches by 3 inches, and all of my clear spans here and everything are supported with a 3 by 8 long beam and everything. And then my purlins are 2 by 6, or excuse me, my rafters are 2 by 6. So all in all, this will be a much needed addition to the sawmill. I'm running into the issue with removing sawdust away from the mill because I currently have it up against the Connex box. It'll take me 4 bucket loads or so with the tractor to clear out. So once the chicken coop is removed, I actually will be able to get the tractor on the other side there and actually scoop it away. Now I will have partial walls, not here on the front. This 22 span, clear span area right here, this will remain open. On the back side, I'll probably go down about 4 foot. I need to make sure I'll actually clear it with my head, but I'll have some roofing material that comes down, or wall material. And then on over here where the actual head portion is, I will have most of this walled in so that the head will be protected from the elements, blowing in rain from the side. When we get the occasional hurricane through here, I want to make sure it's not going to get absolutely drenched. And on this back side here, I will have probably a large swing gate in order to get the mill in and out. Also to kind of keep it not hidden from the eye of the public, but I just don't want people to see everything I have all the time. So, because I am building up here next to the road, and the reason I'm doing that is when I have people come over and they say, "Hey, I'd like to come over and see what you got," I say I'm cutting on the mill. Well, they can see me. When they physically get here, they can actually see me. So another thing I'm going to talk about is log arrangement. Something I did is I kind of cleaned up around here. That single log there is my last poplar log that I have left. These pine logs here are between 20 to 22 foot. They're small diameter, but they're good logs and everything. I got those from one of my buddies who recently got rid of his sawmill and is kind of regretting that, so maybe buying a new sawmill. But he gave me his wood. He's like, "I've got a lot of good wood, don't want to go to waste." If you saw my other video about picking up the large oak tree, there's a large red oak there. My other cedar pile here, this is my pile for posts up to 20 foot long. These are anywhere between 14 to 20 foot long, and I can make some very large posts, or I can make some small posts with that. My next cedar pile, these are lengths 14 foot or less, with the exception of the one in the back there. I think it's right at like 16, 15 foot, somewhere like that. But these are the posts where if someone said they wanted 8 by 8s, 10 by 10s, I could make them out of these. The next pile I have is another thing of cedar They are shorter, stouter. These would be great for mantles and stuff like that. So I'm going up to Tennessee. My dad's probably gonna be making a very similar type, mill cover that I'm making. So he cannot cut long beams longer than 17.5 foot. So I cut him some beams here, and I'm gonna be cutting a few more before I head up there. But these two beams you see here in the front are 3 by 8. Yes, 3 by 8 by 19.5 foot long. So I give him the clearance he needs. Also, I'm going to cut him up a few cants. That's a 9 by 8 cant right there. I'll bring him up some cants. And then this one lone board right here, that's a 2 by 8 at 19.5 foot for whatever. And then again, I have just some odd logs over here. Just a pine log that I just picked up the other day with a pine and a red oak. And I have some other small pines over there that I can make some maybe 5 by 5, 6 by 6s if someone needed posts up to 14 foot. So again, if you've watched some of my other videos, you see the truck and trailer in the background. Don't be afraid to get out there, talk to people. There's always someone that has need of removing wood from the property. So these logs you see in front of you are logs that were taken off of a house place that is being cleared by a gentleman who runs a dozer, excavator, this, that, and the other. Him and his family all run these things. And he had called me up and said, hey, we've got some logs we're taking down. They're nice looking pine trees. Would you like these? They actually took down 8. I took 5 of them. So there's 4 here, and then the 1 pine over here, a little bit shorter. But these ones here are 22 to 24 foot long. He loaded them with his excavator. I just had to go there while he was there. So I was able to get off work for a little bit early on Friday, run up there with the truck and trailer, and he loaded these massive logs on there. Again, 22 foot to 24 foot, pretty massive. And their diameters, 20, 22 inches on the fat end on some of these, and 18, 17 on the small end. So these are some pretty massive logs. In fact, the first and second logs, I don't know how the tractor was able to carry it. The first and third logs. The second log here that has all this bark, or the split wood portion and everything, I was able to kind of carry it. It got it over here, and I got it at least one end raised up because I'm going to cut these down. And this last log here, again, I kind of carried it, but not as much. 2 puppies. So Molly's loving a new puppy. She's got someone she can finally play with. But back to, wood. I'm easily distracted. However, these logs here, you get out there, you meet the people, and you come across it. I've got a job where I've got to cut up a whole lot of 1-bys. And I just got that, and these 4 logs right here will finish up a job I have to do, and then some. So very happy with that. So whenever I get back from my short little stint up to Tennessee, I'll be cutting some more. But yeah, the rig right there, getting her ready. We're gonna be carrying up some telephone poles to my dad so he can do a similar type building. We'll be carrying up a number of cants that I'll be cutting up out of pine, and then some longer beams that his mill cannot cut. So again, the old wood miser mill that I had, he bought, it would it would cut up to 17.5 foot. So I'm cutting some near 19 footers, 20 footers for him, and he can have his clear span. And also, because I'm always, looking to, get bigger and better toys, and so is my dad. He actually may be buying the mill I have currently down the road. I'm going to wait on this one maybe 2-3 years. But I'm going to want to upgrade, so I need to make sure the building we're building up in Tennessee is ample enough and size-wise to enable to fit the mill I'm doing. So this building here will be plenty big. I'll actually have room to maybe even set up my sharpening setup, which there'll be a video coming up on that here soon. Yeah, looking forward to that. So hopefully next time you see the video, I'll have the roof on here and maybe some of the side of these openings like partly framed in or something like that. But a lot of stuff going on here in the farm. It's been a great day. Kind of closing down this weekend, another week of work, and then head up to Tennessee for a little bit to, enjoy my buddy's wedding and get out and get some big trees. Upcoming, I'm going to be bringing back a large ash tree. I'm going to be bringing back some more black walnut. So we came into some black walnut. This is crazy. Guys, you got 6 acres of planted black walnut. he wants it all gone, which is a good thing. The only thing that's kind of wrong, but I mean, he says he wants it gone and he's gonna do it or we'll do it. So the only thing that's wrong is some of these trees are like 12-inch diameter, but he wants them all gone. So I said, well, I hate cutting down trees that small, but I can definitely turn them into something useful. So we'll see what happens with that in the future. And I just don't want them to go to waste. So might as well, if he's gonna remove them, I'll remove them for him, and then we'll see if we can get us some 12-inch diameter black walnut. I definitely think I can get a lot of boards, but yeah, I like cutting the larger stuff, the crazy looking crotch stuff. But hopefully we'll have some good videos come up here soon. Have fun, y'all.